Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. I thought this was a video that honestly, I think that I owed you guys. I told you that I made a video right before the show happened, pretty much. I said I wish that I would have made the video a little bit earlier because I think there was some people out there, a little bit of fringe wrestling fans that heard a lot about this, Wrestle Kingdom show from Tokyo. There's a lot of people thinking about maybe ordering this show for pay-per-view, maybe ordering this through the New Japan World. And honestly, I watched this show, and it was 4 hours. It's 2:58 in the morning right now. This show started with the pre-show, I believe, just like moments after the Jon Jones fight ended. So about 11 o'clock, maybe even before that, 10:30 is when the 15-man New Japan Rumble started. And I honestly can tell you that I don't know what tomorrow night's show is going to be like. I don't know what the next pay-per-view is going to be like. But honestly, in my mind, this... I don't know. I try to speak a whole lot of truth in these videos. I try to tell you how I honestly feel. I can honestly tell you this might be one of the most funnest shows that I've ever watched. I can't tell you that it's one of the best. I didn't learn a lot. Like, I'm not going to walk away with a newfound, knowledge of New Japan. I honestly can't tell you the guys' names that I learned on the show. I probably still know the same amount of guys as I did before. The guys that I know from Ring of Honor, or the guys that I know that are a big deal because my friends talk about them a lot. But I honestly had a lot of fun watching this show from start to finish. I can honestly tell you that I really liked every match that was on the show. We had a Skype call that went along, and we watched it, and we all talked together. If there was something that was going on and I didn't understand, I asked a question, and there was a lot of people in there, whether it was Brandon, Justin, or Kevin, who all had a really big understanding of New Japan, who the guys were, what they had done before, more than likely where they were going after this, and things like that, and that was awesome. And there was Phil, me, and Pinko, who were wrestling fans just along for the ride. At least I hope that Phil was. I hope I'm not knocking him down. I know me and Pinko were. We didn't have a clue what the fuck was going on, but I don't know. I've been hearing about this New Japan show for a while. I know that a lot of fans are going to be ordering this show tomorrow because a lot of people where they live, their cable company wasn't, having this show on live. You have to order it tomorrow. It's going to be on tape. They wanted to show it as a more traditional Sunday style wrestling pay-per-view. They thought that they might be able to do more buys with the Jon Jones replay than showing the New Japan wrestling show, which really has no track record of how they're going to do in America, and that makes sense. It honestly is a good thing for those cable companies to do that, because honestly, when it comes down to it, I think that the UFC replay is going to do more buys than what this New Japan show did. New Japan ran a damn good show. Honestly, in my mind, to keep my subscription to New Japan Pro Wrestling, whatever the heck it's called on the website where you watch it through New Japan. Honestly, I would have liked them to do some sort of an angle at the end of the show to get you hooked to watch tomorrow night's show or watch the next pay-per-view along the way. But I could tell from people on Twitter when they ran their little promo of basically all the shows that they're going to be doing for the next few months, to get you hyped up for those. A lot of people were really pumped for New Japan coming back and doing the Ring of Honor split show again. And, the G1 going through, I think they said it was in June. But, with New Japan World, for $9, $10, whatever you want to say it costs when they break down the yen, it's going to be awesome. I honestly thought that the 15-man New Japan Rumble was very, very good. It was a lot like what the Royal Rumble would be, just with less guys. A lot of returning legends in there from Jushin Thunder Liger, the Great Kabuki. A lot of guys that were in there that I really had no clue who they were. A lot of older veteran guys. There's a lot of respect in Japan about getting these guys booked. getting him paid and keeping him out there in the the limelight, I guess you can say. Tama Tonga is the guy that I know from being a fan of the Bullet Club. He was the guy that I was rooting for. I believe he finished either third or maybe fourth in there. The guy who won it, I had no clue who it was, but that was honestly a very fun match for everybody who either watched it on the live stream or anybody who was watching it on the regular pay-per-view. Everybody had fun watching that match. From there, you opened it up and you went in right into the four-way for the tag team championships. Red Dragon got the win over Forever Hooligans, the Time Splitters, and the Young Bucks. I basically talked about this, basically saying that I knew who a lot of these guys were from Ring of Honor and things like that. The guy that teams up with Alex Shelley, Kushida, I had no idea that the Time Splitters was like a Back to the Future gimmick, and the guy was going to come walking down to the ring like Marty McFly. I was marking out for that. I thought that was a very, very cool gimmick. Honestly, was very upset that the Young Bucks didn't get the win, since I'm pretty much a mark for them and basically a bigger fan of theirs than anybody else that was going to be on this card. But this was a very good, very entertaining match. I think they hit 7 super kicks. So I guess Colt Cabana will be giving $70 charity to the Connor Foundation, which is going to be pretty cool. Red Dragon pulling out the win there. I don't know if that had anything to do with Ring of Honor letting them do this show after threatening to pull them because of the pay-per-view deal that they have. There we went to probably the one match that really wasn't that great, that didn't need a whole lot of time. That would be the Bullet Club going up in the 6-man tag. Jeff Jarrett, Karen Jarrett, still looks the way that she did back in the day in TNA. Really hot, really good looking chick. She's got some meat in the right places, if you know what I'm talking about. Then you had Davey Boy Smith, Lance Archer, and Shelton Benjamin come out. They didn't win their match, but that was a damn fun one as well. I remember the one match that was under, sort of MMA rules. I can't really describe how it went down, but those guys really beat the shit out of each other, honestly. We saw, I don't even remember, I can't even remember the Ishii match, honestly. Ishii, I know, is the guy that I was talking about, had no neck. But from there, I mean, every match from that point just got better and better and better. You saw Kenny Omega come out, and basically he won the Junior Heavyweight Championship. I think a lot of people thought that was going down. The other tag championship match, I don't know who those guys are. Brandon was saying maybe you should make these guys into a team that's feuding, much like Shawn Michaels and John Cena were back in the day. But they defeated the Bullet Club, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, for the tag championships. Bullet Club's got a lot of losses on this show. I hope there weren't a lot of Bullet Club fans like me who were tuning in to see them, seeing them drop a lot. But when it came down to it, AJ Styles beat Naito in his singles match. He's going to be the new #1 contender, where he's going to get a shot at Tanahashi. He was able to beat Okada in that final match, and that really, really was a fun, really good match. But when it comes down to it, to match of the night, I'm reading this off of Wikipedia. It's Nakamura beating Ibushi. Nakamura he came in as the Intercontinental Champion. He had a really weird gimmick. Choosing my words very carefully. I called him Goldust when I was talking with my friends, and that probably wasn't the best way to describe him, because I think they took it as I was making a joke about him being a WWE guy. But he reminded me a lot like Goldust, who came off as like sort of like the Goldust of like the early '90s that was going up against Oddman Johnson, the guy that was going up against Razor Ramon, that was kissing dudes in order to get heat. He just the way that he wiggled and jiggled around the ring and things like that. Maybe I don't understand the guy completely because I've never seen him before, but these guys did everything. They hit each other hard. The basis of the storyline was Nakamura came in and he wasn't showing any respect to Ibushi. He would get him into the corner and he would leave himself wide open for Ibushi to hit him, or basically he would be having him down on the mat and he was standing on the guy's nose, putting his boots to him, and not kicking him in the face, just trying to break his nose pretty much. Trying to think of just basically the open hand slaps to the guy's face, just smacking him around when you could be punching him, basically showing him that he wasn't trying to weaken him up. He was going to beat this guy no matter how long it took. There wasn't going to be a day that he get lost. He ended up getting the win. Awesome match. I don't know anything about these guys. I don't know when I'm going to see these guys wrestle next. But this was a very, very special show. Very, very good. Very, very fun. I'm going to remember, sharing this time with my friends, talking about some New Japan Wrestling, discovering something new. And I hope a lot of you guys will be checking this out on pay-per-view tomorrow. It was a great show. I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, very, very fun Tokyo Dome show. I'm hoping that more than likely with the next show that we're going to have the same sort of setup where basically we're in the Skype call talking about it. I had fun. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Pinko, for hosting the call. I had a blast. It was a ton of fun. Justin, you were in there too. I almost forgot about you, but thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys down the road. I had a lot of fun. Very tired, though. 3:08 in the morning. Peace out.